Welcome, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me. This is a live stream. We going live, y'all. Let me tweet this. Uh, Let me tweet this link out. I started a couple minutes late. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. Right now, Brandon, what it do? What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling today? I'm feeling very, blessed on this day, as the markets slightly recover. Yeah, I'm going live today, Brandon. I'm really starting off. I want to go into the new year with a head full of steam. I want to get back and start to really going live at least once a week to just gauge the market and also really show my portfolio, because this is a live stream of you know my portfolio and just really growing over time, because I always restart these portfolios. Marty Mart, what's up, man? Marty Mac, what it do, man? What's up? How you feeling today? How you feeling this evening or this morning, wherever you at? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to get back to it, because every time I do the portfolio update, I always end up putting it in a decentralized wallet. So I started a portfolio. The last video I did was a portfolio video. The last live stream I did was a portfolio video. It was originally on Robinhood. But I moved majority of that portfolio into a decentralized wallet, because we don't keep cryptos on centralized entities really. And then it's so many ways you can earn yield on them different cryptos that I had in that portfolio. But now I do want to show how you can use Coinbase. And I chose Coinbase because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, they do got a referral code and you get 4% on different cryptocurrencies. They offer different stakings for more cryptos than Robinhood does. I do think Robinhood will increase their staking. Right now they only got like Ethereum and Solana that you can stake, but I do think over time Robinhood will offer staking solutions to more cryptocurrencies. But right now Coinbase is that go-to platform as far as that centralized entity that offers some staking within the app. Crypto.com does too, but I really don't like that referral. You know what I'm saying? Coinbase referral is simple, man. Also, if you haven't signed up already, sign up Coinbase using my link. It is in the description. Sign up using my link, the Coinbase link, and we gonna get straight into it today, man. But starting off, man, I just wanted to show some very bullish things that's occurring in the crypto space. Then I'm gonna get into my portfolio. But how y'all feeling, man? Drop in the comment section how y'all feeling this morning. Like I said, we're gonna get live and direct. Let me share. Let me see. So the first thing I really want to share y'all is
from
the tune is changing, man. For everybody who say that crypto is dead, crypto isn't going anywhere. You said set a time and keep. Okay, bet. I'm gonna set a actual time that I actually go live. This was very much so random. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I really didn't even plan this. I was feeling motivated today, so I was like, let me do a live stream. It's my off day, so why not? Let me share this link real quick. But the tune is changing, y'all. The tune is changing. What you mean by that, Tro? The tune is changing when it comes to big money institutions, money managers, asset managers, sovereign wealth funds, banks. I don't know if I said that already, but the tune has changed. At first they wouldn't touch crypto with a 10-foot pole, man. They was talking so bad about crypto and Bitcoin, talking about how it doesn't do anything, it's the scum of the earth, it's for fraudulent investments or fraudulent things. Is a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Legal things that's transpiring on the blockchain. And not to say it isn't, because it's very much so, but we know the real world is corrupt as well. These banks are corrupt as well. So trying to make it seem like they protecting the investor or something like that is crazy. They just knew that that the blockchain technology was going to is taking over the world, man. Tokenization is going to happen. It's going to happen within the next 20 years. So that's why they really changing their tune. They know that people want to have ownership of their own assets, and they don't trust banks. the people who came into the crypto space originally, crypto and Bitcoin was created because we didn't trust banks. We wanted to be able to verify everything on blockchain technology. And that's why I believe, in my opinion, is why banks didn't like the crypto space. It's just because they know the takeover is happening and they didn't know how they can incorporate themselves into this takeover. You know, the banks always want their piece of money. So they trying to figure out, how can we win on blockchain technology? That's what they was trying to do. So when they was saying all these scams and different things like that, we know the true people in the crypto space knows that that doesn't matter, man. And let's just break this down for a little second. Let's see. I want to expand it a little bit. I guess now I'm still learning how to work this, but let's just watch this video, man. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock. This is what he had to say earlier today.
We're seeing more and more legitimate long-only investors investing in it. There was an article about a foundation, endowment just bought a lot of IBIT. But I can tell you there are a number of sovereign funds that are standing by. They're adding incrementally at 120, at 100. I know they bought more in the 80s. Right. That's fine. And they're establishing a longer position. And you own it over years. This is not a trade.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? Larry Fink just changed his mindset. Okay, BS, he said bullish. Just keep accumulating. This is beyond cheap compared to what's coming. Cosmos and Crow are my forever coins in my own chain wallet. Shout out to Brandon. Yeah, I love Crow. I really haven't went too much into Cosmos, but you know, if you watch my videos, you know I love Crow. But you're right, bullish. Man, the accumulation zone is right now. Like, people are so caught up on cycles, so caught up on, I gotta make money before this cycle, make money, when if you just look long term, you see overall long term, just if you keep investing in crypto space, if you buying good assets now, because it is some trash out there for sure, but if you buying good assets long term, it doesn't matter what cycle you got in, because these appreciate over time, especially if you got in at a smaller market cap. And we know Bitcoin is going to continue to grow. I can see Bitcoin getting to $1 million. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to invest in Bitcoin. Me personally, I just hold small amounts of Bitcoin just because, I mean, why not have a for sure win in your portfolio? But at the same time, I am more heavily into altcoins, I will say, because I was one of those people who thought they missed out on a train, and I've been dollar cost averaging to these altcoins, and it's kind of like, I'm going to keep doing it because I feel like they will have more explosive gains than Bitcoin. But that's not to say that Bitcoin doesn't continue to go up, and Bitcoin isn't, like, you know, is the safest investment in the crypto space. Like, Bitcoin is almost, you know, guaranteed. And I hate to say guaranteed, but it kind of is sort of guaranteed. But also something else that really just came out, just all these ETFs, man, that's really structuring themselves to have all these different cryptocurrencies on there. We can't forget about those, man. ETFs are very much so important in the space. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the meat and potatoes. 10 minutes in the video, I already wanted to pull up the portfolio. You know, right now, like I said, we are on Coinbase. If you haven't signed up for Coinbase already, click that link in the description, man. Click that link in the description. When you trade $20 worth of cryptocurrency, we both get $30 free to do whatever we want to. So, you know, get that free money if you haven't signed up for Coinbase. The link is in the description. But like I said, right now, man, this is my portfolio at the moment. And right now, let's see. Right now, we are looking at, you know, the home page of this or whatnot, and we are looking to buy at cheap prices, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, right now, we got to understand where we at in the market and how we can really, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Dollar cost average at these times, because at this time in the market, prices are still cheap, man. Prices are still cheap, and we have the opportunity to dollar cost average. You know, some people look at this time as like the glass is half empty. I look at it in a sense the glass is half full. We have yet to really step into a full-on bull market. And I know you're like, Tro, are we in a bull? Yeah, I think we are still in this bull cycle. We said Walmart and Amazon want their own stable coins to bypass the banks, Google, Walmart, ISO. I can see that. I think a lot of these big companies are going to eventually get their own stable coins. I think it's going to be multiple stable coins on the market. And I think that tokenizing it makes it super easy, especially we see where, stores are going as far as being able to um use Apple Pay, being able to use just your wallets. And I think in the future we will have, stable coins on wallets. I do think especially these big institutions, I think it's possible that they create their own wallet to, kind of keep everything in their own ecosystem. And I think Walmart is probably one of the best institutions to do so. So right now, like I said, we had $369. Like I said, this is just really, that's not all of my portfolio or anything. This is just a portfolio I want to keep alive tracking to really show people that it doesn't take a lot of money to make money in the crypto space. So right now, in the past 24 hours, we are up less than 1%. We made about $2, a little $2. And we can see these are my positions right now. So majority of this portfolio is AVAX, I will say. I'm very much so a bull on AVAX. If you don't know, I am a AVAX bull, y'all. So my portfolio will consist mostly of AVAX. Right now, we are down 7% in that current position. Pudgy Penguins is my second position, which is coming in at less than one. We as far as gains is less than 1%. So we are down less than 1% on this Pudgy Penguin position. And right now, man, I'm looking to really get to add more crypto in this portfolio just to be more diverse. I know a lot of people see it and be like, Tro, your whole portfolio is AVAX. And that's cool. I don't like to be too diverse, but it's good to have some type of diversity. And I do want to show in this portfolio just a balanced portfolio. So I do plan on buying other cryptocurrencies. Some of the coins that I'm looking at right now and buying, of course, more Pudgy Penguins. I'm still bullish on Pudgy Penguins because I think it is really setting itself apart from all other meme coins in the crypto space. And then you're like, what you mean by that, Tro? Well, Pudgy Penguins, they offer so many different things as far as in real life assets. You can buy toys, you can buy different games, it's mobile games. It's so many different things that Pudgy Penguins offers that generates real revenue in real life, not just generating revenue on the blockchain, but actually generating revenue in real life and treating it as a legit business. One of those businesses that, we had currently, a current business or whatever, treating it like that. I think that's what sets Pudgy Penguins apart from, all other meme coins in the sector right now. So that's why I'm bullish on Pudgy Penguins. That's why I still hold some in this portfolio. But I am looking to add Sui to this portfolio as well. Sui is another layer one that I'm super attracted to at this moment in time. Brandy said you dollar cost average into coin and ZBit. Okay. Hey, dollar cost averaging really is the move to go, man. Is the way to go. Dollar cost averaging just really makes it easier in the crypto space. A lot of people try to go all in at one time or try to, time the market when just dollar cost averaging simply over the long periods of time will bring you success, especially if you got to be investing into good assets, though. It can't just be any asset. You got to be investing into some good ones. But over long periods of time, you will see appreciation. You said, okay, Bullet, you said you in Solana, Popcat. Yeah, Solana. And I like Solana too. I ain't gonna lie. Solana is another one that I'm gonna add to this portfolio. I already really got Solana, but I'm currently staking it in goddamn, what's the wallet name? Y'all know the wallet I'm talking about. Phantom. I just lost my train of thought. I'm currently staking it in a Phantom wallet, getting liquid soul. So yeah, so I'm currently staking it, the sold my Solana in a Phantom wallet, getting the liquid sold. So that's not in this portfolio, but I do hold some Solana, and I do want to put some Solana in this portfolio to just show it being more diverse, and also with Coinbase, you can earn 4% on your Solana as well, and I'm earning 4% on my AVEX. So that's why I really got majority of the AVEX. I like staking coins, you know what I'm saying? I like earning a yield, while, you know, especially when prices are going down, earning that yield is a beautiful thing, because right now you can see I earn about 54 cents at the time of this video. And I know that's not a lot. I know you're like, Tro, that's just 50 cents, man. You can't even buy a bag of chips with 50 cents no more. What you doing with that? But over time, man, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world, especially compounding while prices are down. Man, we do think that AVAX has that potential, you know, to go to you know, $100 plus, in my personal opinion. It already went to $100 plus in the previous cycle, and so many more things have been developed since then. So I do think that AVAX will still hit $100 plus, and once, you know, we hit $100 plus, that staking rewards are going to go up, because it's showing the rewards at that price, you know, at the time of that price. So that's why I use the staking on for AVAX in this particular wallet now, in this particular in Coinbase, because they offer that, you know, that 4% staking. So that's why I'm currently using that. But wanted to kind of just go back to Coin Market Cap. Yes, sir, Brandon. Yes, sir, I am. We work every day, man. Every day we are working. Every day is a fight. We are working every single day, for sure, for sure. Um, but just looking at the entire market, going to Coin Market Cap, we can see right now the market cap for the entire crypto space is at $3.13 trillion. Now we have went above that $3 trillion mark again. Just a couple of weeks ago, actually a couple of days ago, we were under 3 trillion. We was at like 2.97 trillion. And so prices have, you know, kind of went back up just a little bit. And that's not to say we can't see further downside. That's not to say we can't see further downside, but also just everything is positioned well. So we can see the fear and greed index is 27 out of 100 at this moment in time in the market. Altcoin season is 23 out of 100. And once we click on it, we can kind of see, you know, how it's been trending, and how we really haven't hit a crazy altcoin market since, you know, September, and that's what we was at 78 as far as the index. And right now we at what, 23, and these things are lagging for sure. But if we just compare it, man, some of the top performing coins over the last 90 days, you know, and the one that's coming in last is up less than 1%, guys. So we got to understand that, yes, we have outliers in the market. And I hate when people come on videos and say, well, this coin has done this. So the market, we gotta be, no, that's an outlier. And we looking at the markets, man, and we got to understand what's the difference between a bull or altcoin season and just cryptos, some specific coins taking off and becoming outliers. And that's where we at right now. In my personal opinion, I think we are in an outlier moment in the market where, you know, some coins go up, but majority of the market hasn't. And I know another thesis people like to say is that we have been in the bull market, and I do agree we have been in the bull market, because a lot of these meme coins absolutely took off, man. Like, just went crazy from 0 to a billion. And I do think that we are in a bull cycle, but I do think this bull cycle is different in the sense that, yeah, we might won't see that overall euphoric feeling for all tokens, but I do think the tokens that have been building will absolutely have a euphoric feeling, and I think majority of the market will see some type of appreciation, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's just my thesis behind it. And there's been a lot of things that's been said. You know, if you go on Twitter, like, you said Cosmos 17%. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Cosmos does have some of the biggest staking opportunities. Even on Coinbase, I think Cosmos is like 15% percent staking right now on Coinbase. So it's a lot of opportunities for staking. That's why I like staking tokens. I'm not gonna lie, especially staking tokens that's still building. I like those tokens just for the simple fact that you can earn while you're down, and the more money you compound on top of that, the more yield you can earn. And it's just, like I said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, man. But also reiterating, if y'all haven't already, check that description. Sign up using my Coinbase link. We both make money when you sign up using that link, man. So sign up using that link right now if you haven't signed up already. Now to some more good bullish news, man. The CFTC approves the first regulated spot crypto trading on CFTC registered exchanges. So all the things that's really happening behind the scenes, guys, we got to pay attention to those things, not what Price is doing, not what your favorite content creator on Twitter is talking about, not what your favorite influencer is pushing that week. Because, don't get me wrong, I talk about these crypto projects, but I always say in my videos, do your own research, know why you're investing in a project. Don't invest just because I say so or a bigger content creator says so. Invest because you have conviction in that asset. That's the only way you'll be able to sleep at night when prices are going down 40, 50, 60%. Those are the ways that help you sleep at night because you know what you bought already. So it doesn't matter what the price is doing. We don't care about the price as of right now. We're buying because it's good tech. We're buying because they're developing and building something towards the future. And all this doom and gloom stuff, I'm just a optimistic person. I'm not gonna lie to you. The markets could be crashing, and I'm still gonna say it's going up tomorrow. That's just the type of person I am. And yes, I can be realistic. Yes, I think that it's potential to expect some further downside. It could happen, but at the end of the day, when everything is pointing to the innovation of blockchain technology, when everything is pointing to tokenization of assets being put onto blockchain technology, why would I go against the grain, especially when prices are cheaper and I can get in at a cheaper price? Simple as that, man. Just put it simple. And I know I'm not one of those trader guys. I'm not trying to trade the markets. I'm not trying to bet on the upside or downside. I'm only bullish on cryptos. I don't know what triangle curve or whatever the shapes they be making on these charts, or a bullish engulfing candlestick. I don't get into none of that, man. The simple way to do the crypto space. And don't get me wrong, there's people making money in trading, but majority of traders lose because they don't have the skills to do so. And also, it's so much big money, so many big money players in this market, and the market hasn't matured enough that they can move the market and wash you out, man. So if you're really not trading with big money, if you don't have an insider type of gaming skill, or inside type of advantage, or if you don't simply know how to trade, I tell everybody just buy spot and just chill in spot. It's so simple that it's so hard. People hate chilling in spot. Everybody wants instant gratification right now. And that's okay, but you got to be okay with losing money when you trade. Now, the difference between trading and holding spot is, with spot, you still own those projects. You really technically don't lose money until you sell. You know what I'm saying? Technically, you're not losing money until you sell. You're only taking losses on paper or gains on paper. So you never make money until you sell, and you never lose money until you sell. And that's the beautiful thing about spot, especially if you're buying great assets. It doesn't matter because you still own that asset. It just went down in the value as far as the dollar value. But like I said, who cares about the dollar amount when we invest in for the long term? So all these things that's going on, man, with the CFTC approving the first U.S. regulated spot trading, that's something huge. Now, something else, man. Secretary Bassett says 2026 is going to be a great year for the U.S. economy. Now, I know they get paid to say these things, and I know they blow a lot of smoke. That's what the government, they gotta create hopium. Creating fear when you're already in power really doesn't, do too much for you. That kind of turns a lot of people against you. So yes, they gotta create hopium. They gotta say this in order for it to prop up the economy and things like that. But I do truly believe that 2026 is going to be a better year than 2025 for the entire economy, for all of these different asset classes, especially if we can get an influx of money. Now, I know a lot of people hate money printing, and I do believe, I believe too, it creates more inflation, but it's also good for assets. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you got to bite the bullet on something. If you own assets, the printing money is good because that's going to help inflate your asset as well. So I think the printing of money, once the money printer turns back on, I do think that we will see a great year for 2026. Let me know how you guys feel about that, but I do think that we'll see a great year for 2026 when that money printer is turned back on, man. Now, something else that we would like to talk about is the CFTC says it has developed a comprehensive plan for the U.S. to reclaim its place as the world leader in crypto. So all these things that's being said, guys, I don't think a lot of people just recognize what's actually being said and what's being put in place behind the scenes as we, experience the downtrends in the market, as we experience people talking negative about crypto. We got to understand what big money is doing behind the scenes. And I know the ethos of crypto originally, we wanted to keep big money out. We didn't trust big money, blah, 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 all these woota, 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 all these different things, man. But at the end of the day, they knew they couldn't beat us, so they had to join. And big money coming in is not necessarily a bad thing because they're going to inflate the prices as well. They're going to make the prices go up because they're buying these assets. But you have to be, smart as an investor and be buying these assets before big money comes in, because big money is already in. Now, don't get me wrong, but it's still so many institutions, so many companies, so many sovereign wealth funds that haven't gotten into the crypto space. Maybe some of them even got into Bitcoin, but they haven't explored all these other altcoins that's going to change the world as well. So with that being said, we still super early. And I know a lot of people always say, we early, we early, we early. And I can understand the sentiment behind people not trusting when people say we early. But in essence, if we zoom out, we still early. Y'all. I'm not gonna lie, Bitcoin is really still in its infancy. It really hasn't even been around 20 years yet. And if we looking at human years, we only a teenager as Bitcoin goes. So many things to be bullish on, man. So many things to look forward to while everybody's negative. And I just hate negative Nancy's, man. Something else that's big: Russia's second largest bank, VTB, to launch Bitcoin and crypto trading. Just like I said, another big news piece, guys. Another country opening the doors, opening the borders for the crypto space. And that is what we like to see when it comes to crypto, getting more adoption, getting more people who wants to get into the crypto space. So all these things are bullish, man. All these things are bullish at the end of the day. And that goes back to my portfolio, guys. Like I said, we had 371. The last video we was at, I'm put this in a playlist because in my last playlist video I was like at 295. So we have increased the portfolio, and the goal is to get to 1,000. Then after that, we trying to get to 10,000. Out there, we trying to get to 100. Out there, we trying to get to million. So we just gonna keep this running portfolio going in Coinbase. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably never gonna have $1 million on the Coinbase platform at one time, probably, unless I'm just a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm probably never gonna. We don't trust centralized entities, but like I said, it's just this centralized platform, Coinbase. I just like it because it offers that staking feature, and Coinbase is going to be around. I do believe Coinbase is very much so solvent. If Coinbase failed, I do think that crypto will be down for quite a while. I'm not saying that it will destroy crypto, but I do think Coinbase plays a very much so huge part in the crypto space. So I don't think they will allow Coinbase to fail. I do think they'll, if anything happened, they probably get bailed out some type of way. But who knows? And it's always good to, have money or have majority of your portfolio in decentralized entities. So this is not even like 1/3 of my portfolio. This is just a small portion of it, and really we just dollar cost averaging small amounts. It's like, $10-$20 every 2 weeks, every week or so, and just showing that it doesn't take a lot of money to build a portfolio in the crypto space. Brandon says, speaking of early, I got 3 Talto stage 3.5. I'm going to sit on those. Facts, man. Getting into tokens early is really one of the cheat codes to the crypto space, especially if you've seen that token go up and you got an opportunity to buy when it was cheaper. I think those the tokens that's proven or shown some type of worth, some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Utility, and just showing that it's actually building. I think that's a real cheat code to the crypto space, because a lot of people, like I said, so price driven that they don't realize a good asset or to buy a good asset when it's down. It's like when the price goes up, they're like, man, I wish I would have got more. Price goes down, people be like, man, I don't want to buy it because it's over for that crypto, over for that project, whatever the case may be. And in some cases, that is true. Don't get me wrong. I've been in a lot of projects that's not around anymore. I've been in the crypto space since 2019. So just this short span of time, in this 6 years, I've, invested in projects that have or that are not around anymore and nobody talks about. And that's a part of the crypto space. But with those type of projects, you can't really just over leverage yourself, and you just, it's like a lottery ticket. You never buy too much of it. You just kind of get in just the opportunity to be able to make some type of money. But the projects that's been around multiple cycles are some of the best projects to get in, because those projects are still building, and those projects have survived multiple cycles, even if it's far away from its previous all-time high. Shit, look at Bitcoin Cash. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought? Now everybody's talking about Bitcoin Cash, but at first people was like, buy Bitcoin, buy the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin's only the real Bitcoin, and the narrative always changes when prices goes up, and nobody could have projected that Bitcoin Cash was going to do what it did. Like, who could have thought, except for the people who were crazy enough to believe and have conviction in that project to believe it's going to go up? Like, nobody would have thought that. So that's why I always say, man, it's really hard you can't really predict this market because it's unpredictable. It's still in its infancy. And the projects that are building, it's really best to bet on those projects, because who knows when that's the time for that project is going to occur. All right, so this is my Twitter, Brandon. Brandon, this is my not Twitter. I keep calling. I'm still stuck on Twitter, guy, man. But this is my X. My profile is troll_crypto. I'm gonna put it in the comment section too. This is my @ on X. That's my @ on X. This is my @ on X right now. Yeah, follow me, man. I can't get past 1,700 subscribers. I don't know why I cannot get past that 1,787, man. But I really don't really promote my Twitter on YouTube anyway. So I mean, I'm gonna start doing on the live streams and get more interactive, man. I kind of like doing the live streams and really just kind of getting this off my chest. It's more so just kind of me venting, where I can go back and watch this portfolio increase over time, because it's a beautiful thing, man. Seeing portfolios increase over time, and seeing how you pick the right projects or how you pick the wrong projects. You can kind of create a thesis of of an investment. Creating your thesis strategy just by kind of document your journey. And that's what I'm doing. And I like to have that interaction. So I really appreciate y'all for really tuning in and even just hearing what I got to say. But yeah, man, this is my Twitter or my X account. Make sure y'all go follow there. I appreciate that follow. I do follow back. But yeah, like I said, we just getting back to to everything, man. We at 372, and I do think that I can get this portfolio to at least 1,000 before the end of Q1 of 2026. That's the goal, but it's no rush. Like I said, I'm only dollar cost averaging small amounts at a time, so it's nothing that I would lose sleep over. $10 to $20 every 2 weeks, or maybe $10 every week. Just slowly compounding, man. Slowly compound, because a lot of people really can't afford to buy hundreds of dollars of crypto at one time. So that's why I really made this series, this running series, to show that you only need $10 to $20 and build it up over time. I know that slow grind is painful to watch, while people making $10,000, $100,000, whatever the case may be. But everybody has their own journey, man. And I used to be that person where I'm seeing all this money being made in crypto and say, why not me? But at the same time, you got to understand, everybody is only showing their wins. Nobody's showing their losses. And that's why another thing I wanted to create this for, to be transparent, to show what I made, to show what I lost, to show how I'm doing. I plan on having, or this being, a running series at least once a week. Just showing this update at least for a year, man. At least for a year of being consistent. Like I said, I did have, originally I had the portfolio in Robinhood, but I changed it since then. I put majority of that portfolio onto a decentralized wallet, and I'm staking those cryptos. So this is actually, kind of sort of a fresh start with this portfolio. But I'm gonna have this portfolio running, so we can always tune in and see this running portfolio and see how much we've increased over time. And also, I'm gonna have the shorts going as well. When I can't make a full video, I'll put the shorts in the running playlist. I created the crypto portfolio playlist, and the shorts will be in those, as well as the live stream. So if anybody, if you had anybody who was interested in crypto space, or just wanted to see somebody else do it, or see how you can start from pretty much zero or $100 to $300 and get into the crypto space, you can send them the playlist link, and that shows them they can just tune in, and I banter a little bit, we talk and chat it up. And really, this was so random for me to go live stream. Y'all just was feeling the spirit, feeling motivation to go live right now. And I'm glad I did so, because I'm glad to tune in with you guys and show you the portfolio. Like I said, this is going to continue to be a running portfolio, man. So a lot of things going on in the crypto space that I'm super excited about. Especially with these different projects. Like I said, in this portfolio right now, it's only Pingu and Coinbase. I said Coinbase, Pingu and Avex. But that's okay, because we're gonna expand to other projects as well. Like I said, I'm looking at Sui. I like Sui. What else? Who else I like? What else I like? I like Solana, of course. I already own Solana. It's just not in their portfolio, but I'm gonna start putting some Solana in there. I'm put some Sui in there. Those are the two ones I'm looking to create new positions in coming up. And I want to low key keep dollar cost averaging into AVAX. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that AVAX is my biggest bag, and it's better to you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. But at the same time, if you put your eggs into that one egg into, all your eggs into that one good basket, it could generate a lot of profits. So I'm still debating on that. Let me know what you guys think. Brandon said, I'm an admin for Oscar Ramos. I started with him way back when he had 3-5 people watching. We had 2,500 a couple of days ago, and he just quit his job to create full-time content. Appreciate that, Brandon. Hey, shout out to Oscar. Yeah. Shout out to Oscar. Yeah, I see his videos, so I really don't watch. I be so busy that I really don't get a chance to watch a lot of content creators in the crypto space. But I do shout out to Oscar. I have seen some of his videos in the past, and we have similar thoughts on Chronos. I do think Chronos is out. I do, of course, y'all know I hold Chronos, because majority of my videos is about Chronos. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the Chronos on Coinbase I don't want to use, because it's for the Ethereum blockchain. It's Chronos, or it's Crow on Ethereum, not Crow on the Chronos blockchain. So I just hold my crow in the decentralized wallet and I stake my crow in the decentralized wallet. So that's why that's not in that portfolio. This portfolio really just was just kind of people was asking me, everyday life friends, in real life friends was asking me, okay, Tro, I need to know something. When I watch your videos, I get so confused. What's blockchain? What's decentralization? What's all of this? And I understand it's so confusing. So I just wanted to show a lot of people are visual learners. So just showing my portfolio, showing what I'm buying is, what I do. He said, at what level would you say, damn, we're in a bear market? Honestly, I mean, I would want to see Bitcoin at, you know, right at 70,000 or below 70,000. 70,000 or below, I say Bitcoin, okay, we going in the bear market. Below 70,000, you know, okay, it's potential that we are in a bear market. But like I said, even in a bear market, man, I don't even look at markets. Honestly, I don't look at the cycle driven markets, especially now. With it's so many things up in the air that it's really kind of hard to call with this cycle. With the ETFs becoming legal, with companies putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets, with the big institutions saying they're allocating crypto or they're recommending allocating crypto to specific or to your portfolio. With Bank of America, they just said they are recommending their wealthy clients to put 4% of their portfolio into Bitcoin and crypto. So it's really hard to say with this cycle. And if anybody trying to tell you anything different, some people have been right. And don't get me wrong, it's a guy, a crypto channel. I forgot his name. I think his name Matthew, something like that. But he's been kind of right as far as his calls. But at the same time, I think that it's easier to just buy spot. It's easier to not really care about the cycles. Just because if you're buying the same amount every time and you're not risking something that you lose sleep over, it really don't matter, because we spend our money on a lot of BS anyway. I know me, I spend some money on some BS that I look back on and say I really didn't need it, and it really didn't help me in any type of way. But even when the crypto space, if you want to look at it as a lottery ticket, maybe I would say not just a lottery ticket, but like you know a lottery ticket that betters your chances, or you have better odds of winning. That's how I kind of look at it. We spending money on coffee every day or whatever. You're spending $10 on 10 to 20 bucks on BS. Then I just use that money. So that's why I changed my mindset when it came to the crypto space. Because when you look at let's say traditional finance, these are people who are looking to make 20% a year. They looking to make 20% a year, man. 20% a year. You know how easy 20% is in the crypto space? Like, you can make that in a day. So I kind of come from I want to combine the trade fi thinking with the crypto thinking. Because in crypto, a lot of people, majority of people who only been in crypto, they look at it from a cycle point. And don't get me wrong, people in TradeFi also look at things from cycle positions or cycle aspects as well. But they also just buy great assets over time, over long periods of time, and just looking to make 20% a year. So we already winning when if we step back and think of it in that situation. We already kind of winning. Brandon said, if you see Bitcoin fall back into the 80s, I'll turn bear. Yeah, 80s, lower, like higher 70s. If it goes below 70, okay, we probably an official bear market. I can see that, but like I said, I really don't look at it in that frame, in that kind of mindset. We give reality, we make our reality. So if you kind of change the mindset, thinking behind it, if you're buying great assets, of course we want to buy more when it's down. But just dollar cost averaging over time, I feel like makes it easier on your mental. You're saying, yeah, I make my rounds on X for your channel. Hey, I appreciate that. I just found you when you were mentioned on the 21 live. Dang, I was mentioned on the 21 live. Hey, shout out Marty Mac. Hey, real one. I didn't even know I was mentioned on the 21 live. Like I said, I don't really be into all of those I don't want to say antics. Like, I'm not trying to be this big. I want to be a great content creator. I want to bring value to the people who watch the videos and everything. But it'd be a lot of antics that's going on in the crypto space that, that I'm not used to. You know what I'm saying? So I never really was a social media type of person, and social media really just I needed it because I know that the future is social, the future is content. So I want to be a part of the future, you know what I mean? But I never was the person who get caught up in all the BS and the other stuff that come with crypto. It's so much other stuff that people get caught up into in crypto that I don't want to be a part of. I just want to invest, create generational wealth for my family and inspire others to do the same. That's all I want to do. And I also want to show my journey to show that, anybody can do it. Anybody can invest in crypto and see appreciation over long periods of time. So that's always been my mindset and my goal with this. And I really just appreciate, you for tuning in, Marty, for real, for real. And I appreciate whoever shouted me out on that 21 million live. Shout out 21 million too. He do a lot of stuff for the crow community or whatnot. So shout out to him. But yeah, Brandon, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all I want to do. Just express myself, show my journey. And if people can pick up from what I'm learning on my journey, then that's cool. If it don't resonate, then that's okay as well. I understand everybody's not for everybody and everybody learns different. So I just kind of want to show, my perspective on crypto investing and my thoughts behind it. And also I want to be able to show, my kids in the future, like, this what your dad was doing, 20 years ago. Like, he was talking about this 20 years ago, and just having that, that recollection or that body of work showing how long I've been in the industry, because this is a new industry. And believe it or not, guys, we are the founding fathers of crypto. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people say, Cho, you just talking now, but no, we are the founding fathers of crypto. A lot of people are still against crypto, and a lot of people are going to be using blockchain technology without them even knowing it. When blockchain becomes seamless, we'll be using blockchain technology just like how we use the internet with no second thought. The older people who's tuned in, if you my age, I'm not older. I'm only 28, y'all. I feel like a OG because in the crypto space, time goes fast. But if you are 28 or older, really probably like 25 or older, then you remember a time when the internet, we had dial up. You remember that time when it took so long to get on the internet? You was like, it took an hour just to get on, and you couldn't use the house phone while you was on the internet. We are in that same period in time of blockchain technology and tokenization, where a lot of people don't know what it is, but they've been hearing buzzwords, they've been hearing crypto, Bitcoin, blockchain, decentralization, tokenization, all these things, but they really don't know what it is. And even back then, people really didn't know what the internet was or the capabilities it was going to have in the future. And now look, I'm literally streaming on YouTube within seconds, live streaming, guys, broadcasting to the world. It's only 5 to 7 people in here right now, but I'm broadcasting this to the world, and anybody will be able to view it in the future. So it's a beautiful thing seeing how much technology has grown and seeing how far it will go in the future. And yeah, that's my thesis behind it. He said, when I'm going to lunch, man, I probably go live again. I want to say I like this live stream, man. I enjoyed this live stream. I usually just go live for an hour, so I'll probably go live again, maybe this weekend, maybe Sunday. Sunday is probably my next free day. But I'll probably go live again, man, Sunday. So I'll create the post and I'll just send it out, put it on the page, and make sure everybody knows that I'm going live. Because like I said, this was just out of nowhere, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't planned, but I'm glad I did it. I really did enjoy it. And until next time, man, make sure if y'all ain't following me, follow the page, subscribe to the channel. Coinbase link is in the description. If you haven't signed up using the Coinbase, sign up using my Coinbase link right now. You can get $30 when you trade $20 of cryptocurrency. So sign up, man. Crypto Tro, that's my video for today. Live stream showing my crypto portfolio. Man, like I said, it's a blessing to be here, and I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I'm out of here.